So good afternoon everyone, trust you're well, keeping safe. And often when I share posts on TikTok and other places, I often see comments saying, what is this person talking about? Because I'm only posting a video and that is a very big story. But just to try and simplify things just a little bit, the Sandringham serial killer, frame fix assassination. Norfolk Bacon SS, Dismason Council, White Lodge, the local mafia, the local mob. Kenzie number 10, Keir Starmer, and the Labour loonies for details. Keir Starmer did cover up the murder on the Royal Sandringham estate killing fields. Their high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, and certainly not mine, 17-year-old girl who was found on New Year's Day, Royal Sandringham estate killing fields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. So they will set you up with the biggest monster lies, the biggest bogus diagnosis to get you boxed up, locked up or done in, disappeared one way or another. And all to cover up high crimes, royal blue murder, and certainly not mine. And you will see here, warning level nil. And for example, since the latest release of the Epstein files, 7 Facebook accounts burned down, again for exposing high crimes, monster lies, cover-ups, exposing the truth. So when you do explain and when you put the truth on social media, they have your social media accounts burned down. Corrupt powers, the truth that they do not want you to know, do not want you to see. And this is a very interesting case, Lucy Letby. See, not everyone is set up as a serial killer. Now, there's a lot of people, including very big experts, who believe that the NHS, the managers, consultants, senior doctors used and set Lucy Letby up as the serial killer nurse with their bogus expert to cover their backs, because they could have been on manslaughter charges for medical malpractice, medical negligence, and the appalling conditions at the hospital. So they used Lucy Letby up as the scapegoat to cover their backs. And they're all right with Lucy Letby's life being destroyed. She has been in prison 3 years now, set up as the serial killer nurse. Now all okay for Lucy Letby to spend the rest of her life in prison as long as their backs are covered. And that's a video about the parallels with the post office scandal, where postmasters were falsely accused of fraud and theft, turned their lives into a living hell over a 20-year nightmare for some sub-postmasters. And over 13 postmasters also committed suicide. So not everyone is set up as a serial killer, and certainly no Black Panther serial killer here. Africa, Dis, Norwich and Sandringham. And that's the long shadow. That's all about Peter Sutcliffe. And there's a very long, deep, dark black shadow in Dis, Norfolk, UK, full of mad monster lies, bogus diagnosis and death rates. And you can see Dis Post Office, Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor. And you could have seen Lloyd Long, the sub-postmaster in Victoria Road Post Office, where I used to live, right opposite to where I used to live. He could stir more crap than Dis Sewage Works. All delivered by Royal Mail, Postie Assassins, Vigilantes, Postie Mayor, a very deadly serial killer virus in Dis, Norfolk, UK, and they're certainly having affected everyone apart from me. So again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. How do I know? Little birdie told me so. The word that came off the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, loud and clear. So certainly not me leaving the body of a 17-year-old sex-trafficked girl on the Royal Sandringham estate, Killenfields, late Prince Philip's favourite hunting area. The real Beauty and the Beast story. And over 70 million views on TikTok, 28 TikTok accounts burnt down, and my 28th TikTok account burned down recently for mentioning the rains list that anyone
surname unknown, 18th of November 05.
that anyone can look up on YouTube, or you can Google the rains list. And for instance, that is disclosed in the rains list how they wear claws to claw their victims, human hunting parties, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So my 28th TikTok account burned down for mentioning the rains list. That was pouring down with rain, so the rains list obviously exposes a lot more. And obviously TikTok has been exposed recently how the TikTok app has been heavily used in human trafficking. So again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And again, the story, Johnny Botwright, used and set up as the Black Panther Sandringham serial killer. 1,968,000 views, 433 views. That's just on one forum. Nearly 2 million views. And that's a very good forum where they do allow the truth, the proof, the evidence and the facts, freedom of speech and expression, freedom of choice, peaceful protest of innocence. Unlike big tech social media, who will burn down your social media accounts for exposing the truth. And again, if you Google Johnny Botwright, the story is all online for the world to see free. And to give you another example, Johnny Botwright, 16 books, 5-star reviews, some very well established Amazon KDP Kindle accounts. Again, never about money. Kindle books can be read and shared for free on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. But then Amazon burnt down all my KDP Kindle accounts, 7 accounts, 16 books for exposing the truth, a high royal blue crime. New Year's Day fine, September blue murder, certainly not mine. And if you click on this link here, obviously it takes you through to the big story, the corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see. So again, when I see people saying, what is this man talking about? Well, everything is here for the world to see free. Again, you can look up Johnny Botwright on YouTube. Again, 7 YouTube channels burned down that had no strikes. My 3 biggest YouTube channels were burned down in 24 hours for uploading one video of a red Porsche. And I had a number plate, LA17, so you can figure out the story there. So again, a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day fine, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. And that's a very good film, The Final Girl, rich boys hunting young girls for blood sport, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So Prince of Darkness, E.T. hybrid host, Red Dragons, their high royal blue crime. New Year's Day find, September Blue Murder, and certainly not mine. So all online for the world to see free. And Simon Bailey Don't Cry and his blonde host plainclothes lover, not true detective. And if they can make a princess disappear, they can certainly make a nobody like me disappear. Boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. Really are some vans you will not want to disappear in the back of. Again, they certainly will pay to make you disappear. Cruise on my frame fixed tail in Norwich, Safewell, North Norfolk Coast, Derbyshire and the Lake District. And people said there'd been others and they will hunt and feast again. So plenty of high crimes, Jack the Ripper crimes. Certainly not mine, or you do have to follow your golden compass before you do get boxed up, locked up, or done in, disappeared one way or another. Again, castles, manor houses, UK's Devil Island, country estates. So if you do want to know more about what the story's about, and when you expose a precision-engineered black box serial killer frame fix assassination, you have to expose who set you up, you have to expose how they set you up, you have to expose where they set you up, you have to expose when they set you up, obviously you do have to follow your golden compass, and you have to expose why they set you up. So who, how, where, when, and why. All to cover up a high royal blue crime, New Year's Day find, September Blue Murder, certainly not mine. And again, 7 Facebook accounts burned down recently since the latest release of the Epstein files for exposing the truth. Corrupt powers to be do not want you to know, do not want you to see. So certainly is the one. Anyhow, God bless, take care.